All right, good afternoon. I'm Charles Rourke reporting from Henry County at this hour. We're going to take you to Stuart, Virginia, where we understand that the Landmark Center has been evacuated because of a fire. Bob Sharp was there on the scene earlier. We'll go now to our exclusive video from the scene there at the location. Bob, what can you tell us?
They evacuated a small fire. We're going to be talking to the president here in just a moment. He'll explain exactly what happened, but it did create some commotion there for some time. That came in up here at the Landmark, and just wondered, could you tell us what happened?
Basically, we had one of our residence furnaces over there. It had a little malfunction. It created a little smoke. Otherwise, the equipment worked properly. Everything shut down according to the way it was supposed to. And we activated our emergency plan, and we just decided it would be good to go all the way through it. And it never hurts to practice, and everything worked according to plan. All the equipment worked, and we really appreciate our fire and rescue folks. They did an outstanding job. I think enough can't be said about the fire guys and what they did with the fire and the woodland wildfire last week. So they were here jolly on the spot, and our emergency coordinator, Steve Allen, was here, and everything was appropriately taken care of, and building and residents, which are most important of all. There were no injuries, and the building was turned back over probably in about 15-20 minutes back to us to operate as assisted living.
How many people would you say estimate that were evacuated?
We have a census of about 53 people. And what makes it really nice is with the nursing center next door, our evacuation plan is to actually go over there, and the residents were able to safely be over at Blue Ridge Nursing Center in the dining room areas, and then as soon as everything was clear, they got to come right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so it doesn't look like it was as bad as we initially thought.
It didn't, Charles. Initially, it sounded a lot worse. They said there was smoke in the building. The fire department arrived and said they weren't sure if they were, if it was still on fire at that time. They did call in for backup, being that it was a nursing facility. Ironically, they had three things going on at the same time. As this was happening, they had a bad accident in Woolwine. They brought in 2 choppers. They flew 2 people out. One I know was a serious head injury. And at the same time that was going on, they had a domestic situation where a lady called and said her husband had locked her out of the house, had guns in the house, and said, you better bring 5 police officers. So all that happened within minutes of each other. All
right, so it's obviously good news for folks that that have residents there in Stuart at the Landmark. I know a lot of people from Martinsville, Henry County have elderly loved ones there, so good news. No major problems there at the Landmark Center. But when this story first came in, they were listening to the radio, the evacuation, and it was a big process going on. So we've got more news coming up right after this. Stay tuned.